we have finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy. This week we watched the Lord of the Rings, the third one. It's the Return of the King.
Yes.
Return of the King.
Mm-hmm.
And
so Elvis comes back from the dead
Yep.
in Hawaii, and he's twiddling on his ukulele, and he goes, "Ha ha, let's destroy the ring. I'm going to destroy the ring." And then he turns into Gollum. That's how Gollum was made, actually.
Yeah.
It was actually
That might be in the
Elvis.
extended edition. Maybe we watched different versions. So this one opens up with Gollum's backstory, which I thought I remembered, but by the time I finished the second one, I was like, maybe I was just misremembering.
Mhm.
But yeah, this one goes into like Gollum's backstory, and it like shows him when he was a hobbit.
Yeah.
And
500 years ago,
gotta say, he looked worse.
You know, at least Gollum, you can fix that.
Gollum is cute like a puppy.
Like a puppy. You can fix
But,
that,
like,
get him a wig. It's
Smeagol, just as a hobbit, not the best looking dude.
fine. Hang on. Yeah, no, he wasn't.
Not the best kind. Well, like when he was like halfway between Smeagol and Gollum, just terrible. Looked awful.
With the beady eyes.
But then, like when he like transitioned, when he morphed into Gollum,
why did his eyes become all big?
the ring somehow. I don't
Ex
know. Somehow
Machina?
the
I'm
ring-
sorry, I just heard you say Ex Machina.
Yeah, Ex Machina makes his eyes bigger.
I'm gonna Google this.
What are you googling?
Why Abby Shapiro? I mean, why Gollum? His eyes is
Hey,
so big.
hello Google. Why is Abby Shapiro so hot?
Google, why is Abby Shapiro's boobs? I mean, why is Gollum's eyes so big?
Sorry, Freudian slip there.
Hang on. Why are Gollum's eyes so big? Here we go. Let's get the answer. This is Minecraft. Okay. Wrong Gollum. Schmeagol? How do you spell Schmeagol? Schmeagol? I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. That's all the research I have time for today.
I typed in why are Gollum, and then it autofilled why are Gollum's eyes so big. The lack of sunlight has modified Gollum's eyesight, thus the big eyes, but also has affected his body. Parentheses, the uncanny pallor. Adversely, the guilt that eats inside Gollum, the probable guilt that he has killed his best friend, could also be a factor that it literally eats him from inside. Okay, so I guess he stayed inside and his eyes got
Wouldn't he need
bigger.
like sunglasses?
No, they just got like bigger so he could see more light or something.
Wouldn't
I
he
don't
be
know.
walking around like this then all the time?
Yeah, you'd think so. Anyway, so we get the origin story for Gollum. Him and his friend are out fishing, and then the friend gets sucked into the water by a fish, and he's like, hey, a ring. And then Gollum instantly, 0.2 seconds after knowing this thing exists, is like, mine. And he like strangles his best friend for this ring.
Why didn't his best friend like go fucking nuts?
His best friend was like, hey, this is kind of cool. And then Gollum's like, I want to take it. And he's like, no, I don't. I kind of want it too. Like, that's the extent to it that it affects him. But Gollum or Smeagol, he's like,
give me the
I
ring.
want it. And yeah, he like strangles, he strangles this guy. And that's why I texted you during that. I think he just had underlying issues. We cannot blame this all on the ring.
Yeah, I think that Smeagol multiple times.
I think Smeagol was the problem.
I think Smeagol tried to find love, and each time he was like, "Would you like to go out with me?" That's why I'm out and talking like that. And the girl was like, "No, you're ugly and you're weird, and I feel like you'd murder me for a ring. So I'm good." And he did that multiple times, and his friend has had great luck finding love. And now his friend found this fucking ring, right? And he just needs this one win because this ring is like trying to not molest him. Whew, not that. This ring is trying to like look at Smeagol and be like, come here, big boy. And he just needs it. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, so he's just like so
horny.
Like he has so much built up horniness that this ring just has to exist.
This is a cock ring, actually.
This ring just has to exist, and he's like, well, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. So, funny story, the ring was supposed to be a cock ring for Smeagol, which is why when they first found the ring, they imagined it was, they thought it was a earring because it was so small.
That's really funny.
Aha. Got him.
The first like plot, I guess, that we
Mhm.
follow in the movie that we're shown is Frodo, Sam, and Gollum making their way to Mordor, and they do what is probably one of my least favorite tropes, which is character A is literally going to kill character
Character
C.
C.
Character B is like, hey, character C, this guy's going to kill you.
Yeah.
And character C is like, oh, you're just biased against him. You just personally don't like him. And meanwhile, character A is literally holding a knife.
Killed them both.
Literally holding a knife that's like almost engraved with "to kill Gollum."
Yeah, and by the way, character A already tried to kill both of you for
Yeah.
this ring.
Yeah.
It's so unbelievable
Yeah.
that this guy would do that again.
Yeah.
I just, yeah, I feel so bad for Sam in this movie. Number one, he gets fat shamed so often by Gollum.
Really?
Gollum is very problematic.
He's a horrid, fat, horrid, speaker.
Is he like?
He keeps calling Sam fat. Like, I know it's to fuck with him, but like still.
Well, like after what Samwise did in the second movie, like I feel like he had to come. It's like, yeah, bitch, I'm the only one who knows the way through Mordor safely.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, bitch? Right? Are you
At
gonna-
the same time,
you
though,
gonna-
he is also gonna kill Frodo for the
Oh
ring.
yeah, totally, 100%. He's like, I will bite off your finger for this ring.
Yeah, and he does.
And he does.
Spoiler
Does he
alert.
bite off the ring finger though?
Frodo always puts the ring on his pointer finger, like his index finger,
Oh.
which is just wrong. You don't do that.
No,
that's not the
that's
ring finger.
heathenistic.
That's tacky.
Yeah.
So yeah, then
So he just, like,
Gollum
he,
bites off the index finger.
And he spits out the finger and spits out the ring.
Yeah, he spits out the finger, takes the ring, then
And
like
Frodo's
falls
like,
in.
Frodo's like, for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake.
For fu-
Yeah.
I went out on a limb for you.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, Gollum like feeds him to a spider. You didn't watch this recently, did you? You're looking at for the listeners, he's looking at me with a surprised look when I mentioned that Gollum fed Frodo to a spider.
Yeah, no, I remember that scene.
Yeah.
I remember that scene.
You remember
I
that?
remember that scene. Yeah.
From the last time that you watched the movie,
From when
how long ago?
When I watched the movie, yeah, when I watched it, yeah.
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 Yeah, I bet. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
This fucking guy.
What are you talking about? I watched it.
You watched it? When did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. I totally did.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me right
I
now.
totally watched it. I 100% watched it. When you're like, I can't tell if you're fucking with me right now. That was funny.
All right, level with me. Did you watch it?
I totally.
You
watched
totally
It.
did you watch it?
I totally watched it.
Okay. All right.
100%.
So then you'll remember the other subplot that we follow throughout the movie.
Mm-hmm. With Aragorn and Legless. Legless finally got his legs back. Aragorn got his name changed to got air because he, instead of the air being Gorn, he got the air, and
Yeah.
and they all lived happily ever after.
That's very
Brother,
nice.
This
Yeah.
guy stinks.
Anyway, the other subplot that we follow throughout the movie is this one where Gandalf and Merry or Pippin, I forget which one is which, they go to this other kingdom place. They're always going to a kingdom or a place.
We need to get their
I can
support.
never remember. I
Because
can never remember where
why?
what the
Where,
name is.
why?
But they go to this other kingdom or something.
Mm-hmm.
They get there and Sean Bean's character, what was his name? The guy that died in the first one.
Oh, Gandalf.
No.
Died in the last one.
No, died in the first one.
Died in the first. Gandalf.
No.
That. Yeah, it was Gandalf.
Boromir.
Boromir, also known as Gandalf.
I mean, not quite.
Gandalf died.
No, so Boromir's father and the other guy's father, who's like still alive, they get there. Boromir's father is there. He's not the king, but he's in charge. He's like the steward.
He's like the prime minister.
He's like he's something.
He does something.
He is basically the guy in charge. But anyway, they get there and he's like, oh, by the way, before they get there, Gandalf is like, Merry or Pippin, whichever one you are. So you know how this guy's son died, right?
Yeah.
Maybe don't bring that up. Actually, it's best if you just don't talk at all. Just get out of my fucking way.
Just let me do the talking.
Let me do the talking. Then they get in there.
I'm good at schmoozing the fuck out of this guy, so let me do what I need to do.
They get there, and the guy is like, hey, Gandalf and Merry or Pippin. Remember my son Boromir?
He went with you, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, where
You're
is
like,
he?
What?
He like instantly dived into it.
He's like, hey, who the fuck was gonna tell me my son died?
We totally wrote a note. It must have fallen out of our backpack.
And anyway, Merry and/or Pippin is like,
oh, he totally died. I watched him. He got his head chopped off.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I think no. It was no. And like they each keep on like correcting each other. And
no, it's
like,
just one of them there. I just don't remember which one. But you would know because you
I
saw
knew
the movie
that.
very
I was testing
recently.
You. I watched it. And so like he's like, oh no, he totally died. Got like I think his
Pippin,
head got chopped
by the
off.
way.
And
I just figured it out.
yeah, so like and then he shot him with an arrow like 8 times. It was a really dramatic death scene. I mean, it breaks the fourth wall.
Right.
Really dramatic death scene. The script was fucking crazy. And then the king.
Here's a flashback because
Here's
it
a
was like
flashback.
4 hours
Here's my
ago.
iPhone. It's 2000. Use an iPhone for. We're breaking the fourth wall and time traveling.
Here's a device that
Take
wasn't
that, Rick
released
and
until
Morty.
5 years after this movie came out.
Take that, Rick and Morty. And hands him the phone, shows him the scene, and he's just like, he's like, Gandalf, you're fucking ex machina this shit, man. You came back from the dead. Why don't you just go down there to hell? Because my son probably
Right.
didn't believe in Jesus. Grab him by the goddamn neck and drag him out of there.
Yeah. I don't know why you
He's
didn't
like,
do that.
Magic is a mysterious thing. Fuck off, Gandalf. I had to pay off a lot of parents for what you did to those kids. I had to pay
Jesus
a lot of
Christ.
parents. You have no idea. I totally stole that joke from Family Guy, by the way. That's why you're always leaving town. That's why you're always going from. Yeah, we know. So where's my son, Gandalf?
So anyway, they talk to the guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Mary is like going off and like, oh, your son died a hero. You
Your
saved
son
all
died
of
a hero.
us.
My son died?
And Gandalf's like, hey, what are you doing? I said, I'll do the talking.
I said, shut the
okay?"
fuck up.
Yeah, I will literally send you to hell. I will send you where this guy's son went.
Yeah. I will put you where this guy's son is.
Yep. And so then Pippin is like,
All right. I won't tell him how his son totally died and that you could have saved him maybe because, you know, you're a wizard. Unless you're just joking and only have a staff full of fireworks or something.
so Pippin, not realizing what he's getting himself into, is like, yeah, your son died to save us, and I want to repay that. You know, I want to repay the debt. So
Here's 3 pennies, my entire life savings. Here you go. Your son's dead.
He tells this guy, since your son died for partially me, since your son,
Partially because he was trying to save me, but
since your son died,
that's only because I'm
like
so small.
1/7 to save me, I'll just be your servant. He's like, I pledge myself to you as your servant. And Gandalf is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Doesn't want you. He wants his fucking son. God damn it.
And like, okay, the guy is like, okay, yeah, you're my bitch now.
How good are you at sucking?
He literally becomes this guy's employee. And I gotta say, I wouldn't.
No.
I'd be like, your son died. I mean, thank you for
Sorry.
making him.
He made that decision. I didn't.
I mean, sucks to suck.
It's weird because like Vormir
Boromir.
Boromir totally made a decision to protect them. Like,
Yeah.
that was his choice because he thought,
Yeah, also, like, this is Middle Earth.
yeah,
Like, you are going to die, not of old age, unless you're a king.
yeah,
You will die from something.
probably food poisoning,
Probably food poisoning, arrows, a sword.
dysentery.
Yeah.
You don't know
Dysentery.
bacteria. You know how to make magic, but not
Be
bacteria.
thankful that your son died from just a few arrows.
And
He
it was
died in
quick.
minutes,
It was
okay?
quick,
Instead
relatively
of
speaking.
like getting malaria and dying slowly.
Hey, at least he didn't die fighting a giant fire monster just to come back from the dead to continue the fight, ex machina style.
Yeah. So anyway, Pippin becomes this guy's servant, and yeah, this guy is just the worst. Like, at first I was like,
Oh, yeah, I totally knew that,
vibes alone.
Totally picked up
This
the vibe,
this
yeah.
steward guy is like I could tell, like, this is not a good dude. He will burn you alive, which is
Like,
foreshadowing.
Keep the Hobbit because he's my slave now.
Yeah, he literally kept the Hobbit. He kept Pippin as a slave, and then he's like eating very sloppily.
Mhm.
He's eating these tomatoes, and they're just like bursting, and just he's gross. That's another thing about these movies. It's very easy to tell who is good and who is bad because all of the bad people are ugly.
Mhm.
The uglier you are, the worse you are.
Mhm, mhm.
And yeah, this guy is just right off the bat pretty ugly. Not a good looking dude. He looks greasy. He looks kind of slimy.
A little like it looks like he has herpes.
And like you can tell, like, this guy is like,
It looks like he would be a pedophile.
I guess maybe that's not where I went.
It looks like
with it.
Gandalf would be like, "Oh, that's a new box in there, chef. Let me see what's in." And it's like naked pictures of his dead son when he was 5.
Yeah, that's not where my mind went, but I respect your interpretation. Anyway, I've been trying to get through this sentence for like 5 minutes now. So he's eating
My
very
cat Rufus
grossly.
loves to eat grossly.
Yeah. And Pippin is standing there. He's in his little maid outfit, and
But just imagine him in a maid outfit,
Yep.
like a French maid outfit. Like,
yeah, he's wearing his little French maid outfit.
His little duster.
Yep. And this guy is like, "Hey boy, can you sing?" And Pippin's like, "Well, a little bit for my own kind. They seem to like it." And he's
I
like,
made a song about an octopus.
he's like, "Sing me a song." And then Pippin actually sings a very beautiful song. He has a very good set of pipes. But like, Jesus Christ, they're really laying it on thick that this guy is like a tyrant.
Yeah.
And yeah, I felt so bad for Pippin.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't pledge your like undying
Yeah.
loyalty
I would,
to some guy you just met.
I would have very much liked to see like Boromir, like his ghost next to the Hobbit, and like the Hobbit's just like, "I pledge myself to you," and he's like, "Don't, my dad's a fucking dick. What are you doing, man? I did that for you.
He's like,
that was for you."
Don't do it. No.
He's like, "Oh, God damn it." And he's like his ghost is trying to interact with his dad. Don't be a fucking asshole. Sing for me, boy. Dad, fuck, God.
Dad, look, it's one thing when you did it to me, but this guy is a guest. Gavin just took a big old bite of popcorn. Possibly the noisiest food to eat during a podcast recording. That's disgusting. I'm not even listening like through the monitoring. Just being in the room with you, my ears feel violated.
You know, being in the room with you, my eyes feel violated.
That one hurt.
I hope it did.
You just went too far.
Hmm.
That was too far, man.
I'm like an arrow going through Boromir's belly button.
I thank you for that. Thank you for that sentence. It
yeah.
was beautiful.
Your son is dead.
So anyway, the whole reason that they go that Gandalf and Pippin go to this city
Like
kingdom
castle.
city state
Yeah.
is to light a beacon. Shut up, I
Light
need
some
to mute-
bacon
I need to
on
mute my
fire?
phone. They go to this city to try to light this beacon that
Bacon.
alerts another place that danger's coming.
Mhm.
And the whole like thing is to like get to the steward and be like, hey, can you light the beacon? And he's like, no, because I'm crazy. And so Gandalf is like, well, shit, we tried to go through the official means. Then he tells Pippin to like sneak up into the tower where the beacon is. He lights it.
Oh, I can't go against me master.
He lights it, and there's like guards that are like, wait, what's... No, the beacon is lit. But it's too late. The information is already sent.
Yeah, information already gone.
Terrible guards.
Sent off, yeah. They should be fired out of the cannon into the sun.
Like, did no one think, like, hey, maybe someone could climb up this thing?
Mm-hmm.
This very scalable wall. Someone could scale it.
Yeah. Maybe big hairy feet.
If they just had like a ledge, just something horizontal that you can't climb up, going around the outside of this thing.
Yeah.
Same shit that you do in Minecraft to keep spiders out of your house.
Yeah.
If they just did that,
Yeah.
easily solved problem. But no. Fire these guards. Fire everyone involved with maintaining this tower. But yeah, that story arc with the steward and his sons and stuff, it's very like shouting at your TV kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
Because the guy is obviously lost his
Bad
mind.
guy, yeah.
Like he is full on
Crazy.
Yeah. Like, because I know you remember because you just saw the movie very, very recently.
Yes.
Extremely recently. Yeah, so his other son, who's still alive, ends up getting to the city-state that he's in charge of.
He made it to Vatican City.
Yeah, the Vatican City. His son gets there,
And sees the Pope.
and he gets injured in battle. And he's like,
very bad.
My
He's
son,
like,
my son is dead.
My son's
And my
dead."
son is dead. My line has ended. And Pippin is like,
He's alive.
wait, no, master, he's
got me still.
he's still alive. He's like, my line has ended.
My line has ended.
My line. Oh, my son is dead. I'm like, but he's still alive. My son is dead.
Dead.
He's dead,
And Gandalf could
Pippin.
maybe be able to get him, but
My
doesn't.
son is dead, Pippin. I said, no, he has a pulse. He's breathing. He's dead, Pippin.
He's trying to look.
My
at,
line has ended.
He's grabbing his sword right now. He's still trying to fight. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, my royal guards or whatever. We're not gonna bury him. He's gonna get a nice old-fashioned burning. He's gonna get cremated. Okay, we're gonna cremate my son. Get oil and wood, and he gets this big wood pile. Puts his son's body on it. His living son on this pile. Alive son.
Yeah.
And douses him in oil and himself in oil. And he's like, light me up, guards. And they're about to. And then Pippin has to run to Gandalf and be like, this guy's
off his
fucking
grabber."
crazy. And Gandalf is like, what? He's going to burn his son? Then Gandalf gets there and he's like, bro, what are you doing? And this guy is like, my line has ended. Whatever shall I do?
Your son
Burn us both.
Your son is literally eating soup right there.
Yeah, he's like
eating
opening
soup.
his eyes.
He's looking at me.
Father. He's like, we gotta burn. And then he ends up just getting himself lit on fire.
Only him.
Only himself.
Yeah.
He runs out straight over the edge of this big cliff.
As you do.
And by the way, like, he was like out there earlier. And I was like, what if he just fell over? What if he just jumped off? Or what if someone just pushed him? Then I was like, no, he didn't end up falling. Little did I know he would run off that burning.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, very, very frustrating situation, obviously, because you want to like scream at the guy. But then I think it ends pretty well when he's like on fire. I like it. A lot of battles, a lot of battle scenes. There's one part in the like second major battle that happens where the big bad ring wraith
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
and the lady is like, she's like, no man can defeat me or whatever, and she's like, well, I'm no man, and she stabs him in the eye.
I'm a woman. I meant a Homo sapien.
Oh,
Oh well, that makes this awkward, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Still applies.
Tell you what. I'll just take this out, walk away, nothing happened, right?
This is still a fun moment. Let's not
And the monster's
let's not
like,
ruin it with semantics.
the monster's like, I'm a Homo sapien, but you get one. Go away.
I've seen people tweet like that clip and be like, some of the Lord of the Rings fans would not be able to handle that because, like, all the people that are like, it's too woke or whatever. But I've actually seen people that say that respond with like, actually this one was well written and the character earned it or whatever. They don't believe in anything. These people that are like, Lord of the Rings is too woke or whatever. They don't believe in anything. They just don't want non-white people and like women to be in stuff. And that scene is just grandfathered in. It's it's good because it's old.
Here's the thing. I saw this one World War II World War II biopic, in the Pacific Theater, right? It was so incredibly woke. Every person in the Japanese set was Asian.
Yeah, it's too woke.
Every single one.
What kind of agenda are they pushing?
Yeah, exactly. And it was weird mix because they were all Asian, not a single woman.
But when I advocate for an all-white ethno state, then all of a sudden woke Hollywood has a problem.
For the record, I know that Japan.
Yeah, it's.
Excuse me. I know that
it's
Japan
jokes.
is inhabited by Japanese people who tend to be Asian in ethnicity
Because it's an Asian country.
because it's an Asian country.
Yep.
Indeed.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were serious. So
Okay.
anyway, there's only like a couple of arcs that are really interesting to talk about. It's a lot of just battles and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said earlier, Frodo and Sam and Gollum, they do the sitcom arc. And then Frodo's like, oh, Gollum is a psychopath.
Oh, he's crazy.
Realizing like
Oh.
mid being fed to
Okay.
a spider. He's like, oh, Gollum's the bad guy.
I've had so many fucking situations like that when a cute girl comes to CVS to pick up her meds, and I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? I'm picking up today. She goes, yeah, I'm picking up today. And I'm like, oh, you're crazy. Oh, okay. And I'm just like, okay, picking up your okay, yeah, okay. Here you go. Any questions? Okay. Anyway, continue.
Okay, yes. So yeah, mid being fed to a spider,
Mhm.
Frodo's like, oh, this guy's crazy. Yeah, I was maybe a little mean to Sam when I told him to fuck off.
Sam, hey Sam. Hey, oh wait, does he have a Scottish accent?
No, he just talks like a normal person.
He's like, hey Sam, hey, so listen about earlier. You know how you're warning me that guy was a little fucked up.
yeah.
Well, you know how it's like everyone's worst fear to be eaten alive. They try to do
Mr. Frodo, I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, you see, I was in this forest and I had the ring, and we were walking or something, and one thing led to another, and next thing I knew, I was gonna be eaten by a spider. I was like, "Yo, Gollum, Schmeagol, do something!" And he tried to get the ring and run off with it, but he tried to put it on his dick. I don't know. Anyway, so listen, you were a dick. Explanation, but not an excuse. But you had a point, and I'm sorry. Get it out, Mr. Frodo. You know I was right, and you have something to say about it. I'm. Hold on. I'm still getting over the nerves from the spiders. You're fat. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm the hero of the story because I'm the only one who's not being corrupted by this fucking ring.
Even he's being a little.
He's a little like.
He's a little
like, fuck, man. He's like, okay.
Like, just looking at him as he's holding the ring over the fires of Mount Doom, he's like, you can tell he hasn't gotten sleep. He's been fucked with by the ring. He's like, I might keep this. I think I'm gonna keep this ring.
It's kind of nice. It is gold.
Like, I'm constantly coming whenever I wear this thing around my neck.
Mm-hmm. That's why
When I put it on, I have a mega cum.
Mm-hmm. Like, have you seen my dick?
That's
It's
why I have to.
grown.
That's why I have to keep changing out my pants.
I lost this leg in a battle. That's not a leg, man. That's my penis, my erect penis.
Mm-hmm.
I walk like a peg leg man now, and it feels good
Mm-hmm.
when I walk now. I walk now. I'm all fit because I'm walking all because I come whenever I walk.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah. So they get to Mordor. Sam and Frodo make up. They get to
Oh, they're
the
gonna say
thing.
make out.
They make out.
they make out.
Yeah. Gollum gets back to them. You think, I don't know. You think Gollum is gone, then he just comes back, and he's just always on his shit. And I kind of respect that. To the end, he has one goal and one goal only:
Get the ring.
to fuck that ring. And he is on the precipice of falling into lava,
Mhm.
and he's not even thinking about how he's about to fall into the lava.
Yeah.
And he's like crawling on Frodo. Frodo's invisible. He still tracks him down, crawls on him, bites his finger off. That's commitment.
Yeah.
Bites his finger off, gets the ring, and just falls into the lava anyway. Dies a happy man
Yeah.
because he got the ring.
And he's like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna die, but fuck yeah."
Yeah.
I feel like Frodo is like a simp in this because he has the ring and you can tell he wants the fucking ring. Oh, he wants the ring. And he's carrying it around. And the ring is constantly trying to do other things. Right? It's constantly trying to like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, mister, you're bigger than he is. You can take me. And Frodo is constantly like, listen, man, she's fucking nuts. I'm trying to destroy her. Okay? It's not easy. I'm the only one who can do it. Everyone has been trying to fuck me. Everyone. You know how many people I've killed? You have any idea? How many dicks I've chopped off? And he's doing so much for this ring with nothing in return besides maybe being the guy who saves the day. But we don't even know.
That is kind of simp behavior.
Right? We don't even know if people are going to view him like that. Like he's not innocent. Like imagine an interview with Frodo after the fact, right?
On his book tour, because he wrote The Lord of the Rings.
I just imagine the guy being Scotch. So Frodo, I hear that you have a magical sword that tells you when orcs are coming. Oh yeah, I do. Seeing as orcs were the biggest threat in the Shire, why didn't you just constantly have it out so that you could check constantly, or even break a piece off? Just so you have a piece to see.
Keep it in the town square.
Are orcs gonna come? Why did you do that? I just I like my sword and
it looks really cool above the
have you seen it?
fireplace.
I call it the blue ball because it is blue.
I actually keep an orc in my basement because I like the way it looks when it glows.
When they scream, it glows even darker. So I've seen it get. I've even seen it glow purple. And he's like, "So Frodo, you talk about destroying the ring all the time. How many battles did you actually encounter and fight in properly?" Like one. Well, what was stopping anyone else from doing it? From doing what you did? I didn't want to fuck the ring. I did. I totally did. I totally wanted to fuck the ring, but I didn't. How many people died because you weren't on track to destroy the ring constantly? A lot. Aren't you like a villain then? You're not a good guy. Like, you're not great. Like, you're okay. You did it. Like, there's something there. But, like, so many people died. You destroyed an entire nation to do this. I mean, put it in a box or something. Bury it. I don't know. Put it in a statue. There are so many efficient ways to do this that doesn't involve killing a whole army of people.
Why didn't they just fly the eagles to Mordor?
Just fly. We have a whole airline now.
I have a very original hot take about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, what's that?
They should have rode the eagles to Mordor.
Oh, the eagles. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
I don't think anyone's pointed that out before.
No, I don't think anyone. I like to think that after that they were like, he chucks the ring in and he's like, "Oh, the eagles! And then he goes on to make the first Shire airline.
Yeah.
And they fly over the Mount Doom every day just to give tours.
Yeah.
Not to through the
They
ring.
give like toy jewelry.
And it's like
So
causing
you
an
can be Frodo.
Yeah.
And everyone can just drop a little ring into the thing.
and it's causing a lot of smog because it's just a bunch of burnt
It's
plastic.
very heavily polluted.
See that smoke? That's all from the toy rings that we give kids.
All right, we're gonna fly over Mount Doom. Do not breathe in.
Do not- Here's a gas mask. This is a dump.
If you just plug your nose.
No, ever since we gotten the bad guys out of here, we killed all the orcs. And the orcs that were like, I can work, we put to work. But we now use this as just
We enslaved them.
we enslaved them. But we now use the
They are
folk-
a lower class.
They are in fact a lower class. They're genetically inferior. To
They are
us.
ugly and therefore bad.
Yes. Including that one guy who actually brings up good points about why they should have rights, but we don't listen to him. In
Mhm.
fact, we have conspiracies to kill him. Anyway,
We put him on TV so we can laugh at him.
yeah, exactly. And we say, make the funnies, orc boy. But anyway, now we just dump all of our garbage into Mount Doom. There's nothing to scare us anymore. We just do that now.
Anyway, like 3.5 minutes ago, I wanted to point out one whole tangent ago. I wanted to point out. So when Gollum falls into the lava, he
Yeah.
sinks into the lava. We all know this. We've all seen the
You know,
movie.
he would have like
He would have like floated on the
a
surface
little bit for a little bit.
because like lava is like dense rock, and we're
Yeah.
less dense than rock.
You're mostly water.
This is what
actually.
scientists say.
Mhm.
You would float on top of the water or on top of the lava,
yeah.
and you would burn to death very slowly, very painfully.
Hmm.
Gollum had it better than he should have.
Yeah, very much. So.
He got to die looking. It looks very instant.
It looks very like.
Yeah, he just. Oh no!
Imagine, like-
I'm gone. I'm out of sight, out of mind. You
That
don't
one.
have to worry about me.
Remember that
Don't
one?
worry about if I'm in pain.
I'm gonna say one word, and you're gonna go, "Oh my god!" Ready? Austin Powers. That one scene where he falls in the pit of fire.
Oh yeah.
And he, imagine that with
Oh
Gollum.
no! I'm burning. Oh,
But, like-
I'm still alive.
But like,
Send help.
it's Gollum, but
I'm
like
still alive. Just very badly burned.
But it's like the ring burns up and breaks, and Gollum snaps out of it, and he's like, like the ring was like the oxycodone to his like pain receptors, and so he's like has the ring. He's like, my precious pink. Oh my god! Kill me! The burn! This wasn't worth it! Someone get me out of here!
Anyway.
They said I would sing! I am floating! Slowly cooking!
You know, you bring up a good point. Because, yeah, as soon as the ring is destroyed, everything is like
Reset.
everything is reset.
Yeah.
All of the what happens to the orcs, by the way? But
I think they live because they're technically alive.
something, but like anyway, yeah. Sauron just he evaporates. Everything goes back to normal. The weather gets better. Yeah. Imagine scientifically accurate. Gollum is floating on top of the lava.
Just screaming.
The ring melts into the lava. He morphs back into Schmeagol.
Hair
just
catches on fire.
a
Goes
normal
full on
man.
Anakin.
A normal man burning on top of this lava. Oh, the ring was bad. Like he lost his mind when he got the ring, but he is now like regained full.
Everything.
He has morals again. He's like, oh, I killed that guy.
I killed a lot of people.
I bit a guy's finger
He
off.
like vomits because he's eaten like 800 raw fish.
Oh my, yeah. He like can no longer digest just the sheer amount of
Just has diarrhea. Just
raw
like,
whole fish.
yeah.
He has like fish bones lodged in his intestines. Oh,
Oh my god! And he's just because when he was Schmeek or Gollum, he just never cared, so he just kept on like caking it on.
And the ring would like dissolve the bones that are like
Yeah.
at the like the oldest bones would get dissolved first. And
Yeah.
then, so like he's always had like a flow of
Yeah.
fish bones going
Yeah.
through him.
I just
Never
imagine
enough
him,
to kill him.
Yeah.
Just enough that he's always like Gollum, Gollum, coughing. By the way, they call him Gollum because when he coughs, he says Gollum.
Why?
That's insulting.
That's a little, yeah.
Like he's like my precious Gollum, Gollum.
I like to think he has acid reflux, and he's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
I just
What if like you had a cold and everyone started referring to you as
That's not my proper pronoun, actually. I
Actually-
go by.
my pronouns are
I just imagine
my
like,
friends call me
My friends call me. I just imagine Schmeagol like washing up on the shores on the banks of the lava river, like Anakin, like.
oh my god.
"Ah! Ah!" And they're like, they come down and they're like, "You were the chosen one. It was said that you destroy the ring, not join it. That you bring balance to the Shire, not leave it in darkness." I thought about this.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, "I hate you." Gulp.
So anyway, they destroy the ring.
They
Everything
destroy the
goes back to normal. The Eagles pick him up.
Again, why couldn't they have just gone the opposite direction?
Yeah, I don't know. Then yeah, Frodo wakes up like I guess back in elf territory because he's like surrounded by bright light. Every time Frodo gets knocked out
He's
and
like
then
surrounded
brought
by
back,
orgasm. Like,
brought-
that's what
yeah.
he's like surrounded by what it looks
you
like.
can't tell if he's like in elf land or if he like
Just
died.
died.
And like this is his afterlife.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets there. Everyone is there. And they're all like, "We love you so much." Aragon becomes the king. It's the return of the king, if you
The
will.
return of the king.
And then, yeah, Frodo goes back to the Shire. Sam marries the girl that he first mentioned 15 minutes
I
ago.
was like, I loved her, but she never loved me, and then I became famous.
Yeah.
Thought. You married a thought.
But yeah, so Frodo stays at the Shire for 4 years, finishes Bilbo's book. Bilbo was writing The Hobbit, of course. He was writing the Hobbit
he
trilogy, and then
Sex toy called
Yeah.
Bilbo.
and like unironically, the ending kind of like it made me teary.
Yeah.
When he was like, "Hey Sam, like I finished the book. That's kind of all that I wanted to stay here for. There's
need
some
assisted
pages left.
suicide."
There's some pages left. Maybe there's more adventures out there." And then Sam is like, "Man, I can't wait for you to live the rest of your life here and we can be friends forever." And then Frodo's like, "About that."
And he just dies.
No, he goes on a boat with the elves, Gandalf, and Bilbo, who at this point has aged. Like, he's caught up to his current age. He looks like 150 years old. And he's like, "I'm gonna go on a boat." And he's like old and senile and stuff. And Frodo's like, this is the part that kind of like made me a little emotional. He was like, "Sam, the rest of the pages are for you."
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, write your own adventure in this. But yeah, Bilbo kind of made me laugh when he was like, "Frodo, is there any chance I can hold my old ring again?" Frodo's like, "For the last time, Grandpa." I destroyed that shit. That
turns-
shit that you brought to our house. That thing that attracted the Lords of Darkness and killed half of our friends. I destroyed
I think the
it.
ring also prevents people from getting dementia.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the thing that was keeping him like all there.
Yeah. And the ring is destroyed. He's just like, I like Eisenhower. I'm voting for him this election. I think we ought to invade Cuba. I hear they're deciding to become communist.
All right, Grandpa, let's get you back inside before you
hold
say
that
any
ring?
slurs.
That ring that I almost fucking ripped your head off for?
Anyway, that's Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
And
Good
this is
movie.
popcorn.
Great, great ending for the franchise. Great series as a whole. I kind of want to watch the extended versions now because
Oh,
I've heard
no,
that
it was a little woke.
there were a few women in this, and that's not okay.
Yeah, and they were showing their ankles.
But anyway, yeah, very good series. I kind of want to watch the extended versions because I've heard that they like give more like context for like why certain things happen, and it's just more story. Maybe someday, if I have like 15 straight hours to kill, maybe I'll go through them. But anyway, where would you say that it ranks first on a scale of 8-Bit Christmas? Then, how would you say that it compares to the Emoji Movie? And then, where would you rank it compared to every other movie?
Okay, so Lord of the Rings trilogy, which by the way is 3 movies. I would rank it above 8-Bit Christmas, below 8-Bit Christmas, while also being not as good as the Emoji Movie.
That's understandable. I think in terms of 8-Bit Christmas, they both have a lot of good things going for them. 8-Bit Christmas, obviously, we both saw it. We both love it. I love the part where he plays the game and there's stuff happening. And but at the same time, though, the ring and just, but I would say that it's definitely up there. In terms of the Emoji Movie, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say. But going off of what you say about it, the Emoji Movie is the best movie of all time, and nothing can beat it.
No,
So I don't know about that.
I'm
is
gonna
what
make
I'm
a
gonna
movie now
say.
called Nothing, so nothing can beat it.
Yeah, we're almost done with the show.
Yeah.
If you want to stop eating the noisiest food on earth, compared to every other movie, though.
I leaked on your mic. I'm so sorry.
Compared to every other movie, though, where would you rank it?
I would rank it. Probably yeah. I would rank it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But yeah, great movie. Watch it on HBO Max. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what to tell you. I think we spoiled the whole thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think we told you
Don't
how it
watch
ends.
it. Just watch this.
Listen to this. Listen to these clips on YouTube.
The ring breaks. Gong goes. Oh my god! I'm on fire!